Sorry about that. I had some technical difficulties. But I'm back now. Let's continue on.
And give your all to that man. Wanna know why? You know what it triggers when you're giving your all to a man? The right man? It triggers a love that you would never understand. You think your love is deep. Men love even deeper. We can't help it because when we do it without emotions involved. We do it with our mind, and when our mind goes into it, our heart goes into it even much deeper. So a man will love you, and you're like, wow, he's infatuated with you, but not really infatuated. He's giving you all of his time. He will always want you around. Go for somebody who cares.
You're gonna feel like that should be you. You should be the one to see the good days because you was with him during so many bad days. You are literally gonna feel like he owes you something because you sat and you invested so many tears, so much time. You went through a lot of pain, a lot of heartache, a lot of betrayal, struggled with him. You know, you went the whole 9 yards. But honestly, that was your choice. You had a choice to leave and you had a choice to stay. Like, it is literally best to let people figure life out. You do not have to stick around, sit around, and undergo their hard times with them. You also have to understand, just because you are willing to stay with somebody during their hard times, that don't mean that they're obligated to stay with you when they're in their good times. Everybody got free will to do what they want. So I'm just telling you, don't sit there and put yourself through that. Separate, enjoy life, live your life, and if it's meant to be, it'll come back together. But I see so many girls literally ruin themselves because they went and they sat through somebody's hard times, and then that person is nowhere to be found when they're up. It's like a bad investment. Don't invest into people that way. Please don't. See?
Would it be safe to say that's how men, a large number of men, feel about a large number of women? They don't want to make a bad investment? Because something like that goes both ways. One thing a man doesn't want to do is have his time wasted. How many times have men have had their time wasted? Let's really talk about it. How many times have men have had their time wasted? And then when you think about it, it's like, what the fuck? It's like, what the fuck? Hey, the same thing goes for men too. When man is dealing with a woman that has kids, or a man is dealing with a woman that has childhood issues. I said it before and I say it again. Everybody want to eat the cake, but they don't want to help make it.
Anything, become that girl that meets somebody when they're up, so you can enjoy everything without sitting there harboring all this anger, all this bitterness, all this resentment.
Well, whoa. Everybody want to do it when it's up. You got to go through them hard times. And you wonder why a large number of athletes, when they sign that contract, when they're on their way, they either get them a white girl, Hispanic, Caribbean, or Islander. And guess who gets mad? A large number of black women get mad. What the fuck you mad for? Just like the football player, Reeves, from the Commanders. He proposed to his fiance. He proposed to his girl after the game. And who got mad? Who got mad? A large number of black women got mad. And it wasn't until the girl's cousin or friend got on social media and spilled the beans. She spilled it. She told. They got history together. They went to high school together. But y'all wouldn't have never known that. because you was too busy in your fucking feelings. He chose a white girl over a black woman. Let's be honest with it. But when we hear a large number of black women talk like this, it makes a large number of black men go like that. Now run tell that.
Baby, You pretty, you young, you in your prime, enjoy life. Don't go through nobody's struggles with them. Baby, weather your own storms.
Yeah, that was a little off because she said, meet somebody when they're up. Like, no, you have to go through it with the guy. She's wrong. You have to go through it with the right guy. My wife is going through it with me right now. I'm the right guy. You can find the right guy at a young age. The guy that's pouring his all into you, see what he's about, then come back.
So I was talking to.
Like I said, when you got people out there that lean in with good intentions, those are the individuals that are worth giving a chance to. Like, to be real with you, why is it that a large number of women do not want to give the right person a chance? But yet, they give the wrong person a chance. And they wonder why. They wonder why the relationship doesn't work out. They wonder why things fall apart. You got to be ready and willing to go through it. It's called sacrifice. If you're not going to sacrifice with me, you don't see my worth, then when I come up, I'm going to leave you behind. Because you're with me for the wrong reasons. All the while, I'm with you for the right reasons.
A male friend of mine the other day, and he told me that women don't apologize and women can't be held accountable. And I began to really think deeply about this idea. And one of the things that came across my mind is in the last 9 months or so of me being in my private practice, I have myself experienced many women, whether they came in as a couple or they came by themselves, they very abruptly discontinued their therapy. And I started to reflect and really think, what was going on here? And I noticed that after I had to confront them about something, I had to bring to their attention something they were doing that wasn't contributing to the health of the relationship, they became very defensive and very, just very harsh. And
what I want to say is this. I follow this sister on TikTok. She's an amazing counselor. She hits the hammer on the nail always. And it's accountability across the board. There is no favorites. Oftentimes we think that because it's the sisterhood, no, fuck the sisterhood. Because there's too many of y'all that are against each other. But when a person tries to tell you what is right, when it comes to relationships, I say it time and time again, get out of that modern feminist mindset. That's why a large number of women don't have no man, can't keep one. They can attract one, but they can't keep one. Look, and you see the reasons why. Go back to my videos where I done went live, women's empowerment. I went down the whole line. I gave the blueprint, starting from childhood on to an adult. Those traumas, those childhood issues, If you've never dealt with them, it's going to show up in your love life. And you wonder why you pick the type of men that you pick versus who you throw away. Stop demanding so much when you can't even show up. If a man likes you and that man is showing you he likes you, that's the man you need to stick with. But who am I? Who am I? I'm just a person passing through delivering a message. It's already been written. I'm just reading out what's in the motherfucker.
They don't want to be held accountable.
I know.
She held them accountable. Very few ladies would say, "Thank you so much. I needed that. You actually fixed my marriage. Talk to me. Somebody talk to me." But most would rather drop her.
And they stopped coming. And even though the husband would continue to come, he made it very clear that, yeah, she won't apologize. She thinks you're wrong. She thinks you're taking my side. And I began to really reflect, like, oh my gosh, is it true that women don't apologize? Is it that women struggle with being held accountable? I'd love your thoughts on this. Me, personally, I think it has to do with a person's level of emotional maturity. What do you think?
I have been trained, very strongly trained by my mentor, to never believe a woman's story in her marriage. I cannot tell you the amount of times.
This is great. I'm going to let it play out this. I'm not going to say anything. This is great because there's multiple therapists saying this. And I believe he's going to play them all. But that shows there's an issue. Pay attention, ladies. Pay attention.
That I have gotten sucked into a woman's story because we are so convincing. We are so manipulative. We know how to dramatize and exaggerate the circumstances and experiences in the marriage to suck someone in.
Like again, and I think those looking at the chat, I appreciate each and every individual for chiming in, putting that number one. Put that number one in the air. Like the video. We're going for 50 subscribers. I'm at 38. We're going all the way. We're gonna get this word out. This is a new year. Kings are taking their place. Kings are taking their position. This is a platform where men can come be themselves, where their voices can be heard, where their opinions matter, their feelings matter. They fucking matter. I get tired of seeing good men get taken advantage of and getting the raw end of the deal. But also moving forward, sometimes I get a little bit emotional at times and into it at times because here's the thing. When has it ever been where a man's voice is heard and his opinions are respected and appreciated? Why should it be at a man's homegoing he's appreciated? Nice things are said about him. How come nice things aren't being said about him while he's living, while he's breathing? How come a large number of men are not showing appreciation while they're living and breathing? Only when they transitioned and passed away, is where he's remembered, missed, appreciated. Why not while he's living? You know how hard it is to be a man, especially a black man, and all that a man has to go through from the moment he wakes up until he comes home and lay it down? That's why a large number of men, They'd rather be peace. They'd rather live their life in peace. If they're going to deal with someone, they'd rather deal with someone that's going to bring them value, that's going to bring them peace, that leans in with good intentions. This modern feminism shit, it's at its last wheel. It's at its last wheel. The shit's about to go down. Let's continue.
To feel sorry for us, to validate us in our victim story, and have even really no awareness to question that story from a woman and try to understand, well, what would the husband say, or what's his experience though, what's his side of the story, and we bring that into therapy. So like I said, I can't tell you how many times over 10 years that I got sucked into a woman.
But yet, here's the thing. If a man is a good husband, good father, we don't want to talk about that. If a man does what he does to take care of his household, we don't want to talk about that. But we want to talk about the bad shit that men do. Nah. I got a problem with that. Because here's the thing. There are good husbands out there. There are good fathers out there. There are good men out there. And a large number of modern feminist women don't appreciate them for shit. And it's irritating. I know what it's like to be treated like shit. Be in a marriage where the wife emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically checked out. You know how messed up that is? And you still gotta go to work. You still gotta provide. You still gotta keep your peace to keep from cracking like a damn egg. The person that you loved, the person that you exchange vows with, treats you like shit. Because in parentheses, they're still broken. Because they haven't dealt with the things of their past. So they take it out on you. The moment you mentioned, let's go to counseling, let's get therapy, shit don't work. She don't want to do it. You're left to go through it yourself. I'm going to tell you something. I've learned a lot working law enforcement, working in the federal prison. I learned a lot. Narcissism is real. Run till that.
Woman's story, and my mentor had to help me break through my cognitive dissonance and get back to the fundamental truths that I know. I've gotten so much better. It's very rare that happens now, but it can still happen because we are so convincing. It's just like, it would almost be blasphemy to not believe some of the things a woman says, and oh my gosh, I'm so sorry about it.
Filthy liar.
That's terrible, baby. He's not a good man. We are so convincing. And I've also had the pleasure over the years where I've worked with a woman. She has a strong story of her husband and how he can be aggressive or controlling and a narcissist. And she paints this story. And then I've had the pleasure to actually meet her husband because she's trying to, we always want our husbands to change. So it's interesting. Women will convince their husbands to.
But peep game though. Peep game. Isn't it so funny how an individual can paint a narrative of one's character until they meet that person? And once they meet that person, it's like, wow. everything she said about you is not even true. I see a totally different person. You're nice, you're humble, you're respectful, you're cordial, you're appreciative, you're considerate, you say thank you. But she done painted this whole negative, evil, wicked narrative about you. But in parentheses, she's talking about herself. Like I said, I was married for 14 months. And the things that I learned in a 14-month marriage, I vow I will never marry a woman that has been broken. Never. I said never will I marry a woman that has not dealt with her fucking past. I will not. I say I will not deal with the woman that has daddy issues. See, the things that you learn when you know better, you do better. And it's through my suffering and my pain. I know what it, men, I know what it's like to have your heart ripped out of you and to have somebody stomp on it. It empty load the clip on your heart. And then put it back in you. Let's continue to feast.
To take my men's course, which is interesting because of what I teach men in that course, which is about all our woman ways and how men have to take the power back. But I've met these husbands and I meet them and it's like,
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
oh my gosh, I can't believe she has this story of this man because they're the typical good man, just loves their wife, is caring, is confused about how they're always wrong and can't be right. And when I meet the husband, it doesn't add up at all with the woman's story of him. So
Wow.
therapists are not trained to break through the stories of a woman. And because they're already biased, they already have that gender bias to believe and take on the perceptions of the woman and have that prejudice towards men, they get sucked in. And here's the thing, is that the very same tactics we use as women in a marriage to manipulate our husbands and brainwash them to believe they are the problem are the same manipulative tactics that we use to draw a therapist into our story and get the therapist on our side. We're using the same tactics, and then the therapist gets brainwashed into believing the man is the problem.
I remember when, and using myself in this, went to go see marriage counseling. Now, might I remind you, my wife at that time said, we need to go get counseling. I said, okay. I immediately went and got counseling. I went, Googled it, looked it up, and lo and behold, I saw one that was affordable. I saw one that was good, and I made an appointment. And I said, okay, I'm going to tell you something. Counselor spoke to us individually. Then he put us back together, said, I want to do 12 sessions. She refused to do any of them. I ended up doing them by myself. Counselor told me, therapist told me, I said, I got some homework for you. I want you to go home. I want you to watch Tyler Perry's movie Acrimony. And when we have our first session, we're going to talk about it. I was puzzled. Acrimony? I never saw the movie. I heard of Tyler Perry. I heard of the movie, but I never seen it. I watched that movie like 4 times, taking notes. Had our session. He asked me if I seen the movie. Did I watch it? I said, yes, sir, I did. And he talked about some of the points in the movie. I can identify with that. I can identify with that. I can identify with that. Then the last one he said, when she was sitting in front of the therapist, and the therapist mentioned personality disorder, and she got mad. Narcissist. I said, yeah, I remember seeing that clip. He said, that's who you married. I said, well, I'll be damned. Because I'd never heard of narcissists. I've heard a person being bipolar, schizophrenia, but I've never heard of narcissists. So I began to look it up. And lo and behold, I say, damn, wow. So basically, it stems from having a lot of events, a lot of trauma, a lot of childhood trauma. A lot of things in a child event, a lot of events in a child's life that took place that they never got counseling for it. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's perfect, but damn. Was I angry? Was I hurt? Yeah. I was even bitter. I even said I will never marry an American black woman ever again. I went there with it. But I had to check myself. When I began to do the work, and when I began to heal, when I began to go back and deal with my own past, sometimes we have to be willing to tear back the layers of our past in order to get to the root of it all. Not many people are willing to do that, but I was. And I did that. And I began to heal. I began to make things right with my mother. I began to look at things from a different lens. And because I looked at things from a different lens, I was able to see everything that she was doing. Because now it makes sense.
Problem. I've had several female clients over the years who very quickly trusted me because I didn't buy into their stories and I called them out on it. I have one client in particular, I will never forget my first conversation with her. She reached out to me. She had this big story about her husband. He never pays me any attention. He doesn't validate me. He doesn't even compliment me ever. He never even says I love you. And she had this whole story, but she was also sharing, but I know I have these behaviors and this is how I show up. And this is a very high powered woman with a very successful business. And she gets done telling her story. And I knew I had to be totally direct with her to gain her trust, to gain her respect. And I told her point blank, the problem is your husband is terrified of you.
He's cooking out garbage.
Because you are such, pardon my language, because you are such a
emotional, damn it.
Nah, you such a bitch. Large number of individuals don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the honest to Yeshua truth. Because it holds them accountable. Don't you get it? In 2025, individuals will be held accountable for what they do and say. You will be held accountable for how the fuck you move. Believe me when I tell you. Believe me when I tell you. Again, I deal with celebrities, do a lot of bodyguard work. I see shit. I got stories. Professional athlete. I got stories. I know how it is. I know how it goes on the inside that others don't know. I just keep my mouth shut. Sip my cognac and keep it pushing. Let's continue to feast.
I didn't mean it mean. I didn't mean it judgmentally. I was just telling it to her straight. And also knowing the own experience of myself as a woman and the women that I had worked with. And her jaw dropped open. And I didn't know what was going to come out next. But she just looked at me and she said, thank you.
You heard the therapist. City Boys up 1,000. Ball up top.
No, I've seen that before, reacted to it, but you see many therapists. These were just two. I'm sure you've seen in the past. I saw another black therapist say she's no longer doing therapy. She's coaching now. And you know what? And I saw another therapist say it as well. I saw many therapists share the same thoughts, and they all said women need real help. They're not getting the help going to therapy. All they do is manipulate the situation. They can't be helped because they go there, brainwashed, and then when you don't take their side, they turn against you.
Yeah, they get mad. How you gonna turn on me? How you gonna turn against me? How you gonna tell me everything that I'm doing that is wrong? And you fucking right. You're right. This is what a large number of women are saying. Meanwhile, the man is saying, tried to tell you. That's that narcissist. Accountability is a large number of women's kryptonite. You see, just had a soccer player. Says, when we get married, there's no need to sign a prenuptial agreement. Let's just get married. Said, okay. The moment she found out that all of his assets was in his mother's name, she quickly ended the relationship. Wait a minute. I thought you said we was going to get married with and have no prenup. She was in it for the wrong reasons. Can't get nothing from him. See, that smart move. The other soccer player, now there's two soccer players that did that. Tom Brady did the exact same thing. The head coach of the Miami Heat. Soon as his divorce was final, she thought she was winning. He signed a new deal with the Miami Heat. Oh, and she fucking pissed. Because she gets nothing. The judge already slammed the gavel. Case is done. Divorce is final. You get nothing. You want a divorce? Fine. But what you came in with, that's what you leave with. Ron DeSantis signed a bill, no long-term alimony in the state of Florida. Now, slowly but surely, you have other states that are adopting that. Just like you have other states that are adopting right at birth fraternity tests. Because there's a large number of men out there paying for child support. Children ain't theirs. Trump signed the bill. If you're paying child support, you get to claim the child on your tax return. Oh man. Large number of women are pissed. For those that are pissed, they should know why they pissed. Man should get something back, especially if he's a father. Especially if he's taking care of his business and handling his handle. He should reap some reward, financial reward at the end of the year. All that money he's paying for child support, basically he getting that back at the end of the year. Large number of women crashing out. Boo fucking who.
So what they're doing now is, if you want to get real help, because that's the key, real help, they're not getting at therapy. You have to go for coaching, right? Because they saw that's the only way they were going to be able to help somebody. Not therapy, not you sitting down and talking to me, trying to manipulate me, trying to get me to take your side, but actually me coaching you and helping you get better. You know, and she's doing this for regular women as well.
I thank everybody for chiming in tonight. If you haven't already, please put a number 1 in the chat so I know you're feeling it. I know you're here. I know you're in attendance. And please like the video. I'm approaching 40,000 subscribers. I'm blessed and I'm humbled. We're going for 50. I need those likes. Let's get those likes up. Let's continue.
That struggle through life. I saw them say that. They're taking on regular clients as well. They need help. They need to get further. Maybe baby mamas who have 8 kids, right? Because they're a woman like that. Something's wrong there. It really is. Dating coaches, they want to coach them to get better in life. I think they need help. That's good they're starting to do that.
The guy that I was dating didn't have a car, and I had money in my savings, and I really wanted to spend more time with him, and I was sick of driving everywhere. So I bought him just a little runaround car. It was $1,000 plus $1,000 to register it, so $2,000. And about a month after I bought it for him, he said, "You should have looked for a $3,000 car because the car you bought me is a piece of..."
That's wild.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's ungrateful. But see, it's no fun when there's a rabbit holding a gun. Because when a man does something for a woman and she is unappreciative, you see how that feels now. The way a large number of women treat men, they don't like it when they get that shit back. That same energy comes back to them. They don't like it. Why do it in the first place? Number 1, if I'm in a relationship, right? Peep game. If I'm in a relationship with you, number 1, I'm not paying your bills. So you can get that shit off your mind. Okay? I'm not giving you all this money and paying for a lifestyle that your ass never had. Not gonna happen, Slim. You're gonna pay your own bills. Whatever things you wanna get, you have the money to do that your damn self. If I wanna get your hair and nails done, that's my damn choice. I'm not gonna get it done because you say so. You was doing that shit before you met me, then you can keep it up. Once we're married, it's a little bit different. But while we're dating or in a relationship, I want to see how your ass behave. I want to see how you get down before I start investing money, time, resources. If you don't appreciate the little things, how in the hell you going to appreciate the big things? That's not going to make me want to do the big things. That's going to make me leave you where I fucking met you. And rather go deal with someone else that's appreciative. Let's be real about it. We're having adult conversations. Run till that.
The man obviously didn't appreciate her. Seriously, I gotta call a spade. I gotta call a spade a spade. He didn't appreciate her. And she should most likely find somebody that appreciates her. Because he's probably gonna leave. As soon as the wind blows in, he's gone and looking for the next lady. It's men like that, it's women like that, it's men like that as well. And you may have felt that guy.
I don't know what delusional world you hoes live in, man. You can't say you ready for a relationship when you arched over on your story. That shit don't go together. I don't know who the f did. Come on, brother.
I'm ready for a relationship. Oh, the booty sticking out, shaking it a little bit like what? You ready for thirst traps? Seriously. When you see something,
I'll be checking how a large number of women be doing they pictures and shit on Instagram and all of that whatnot have you in. And those types of individuals, I don't leave comments. I don't do all of that stuff. I don't like their shit, I move in full motion, But it's funny to me when I read the comments of these cats, and it's like, that ain't nothing but an ego boost for them women when they do shit like that. If I'm dating a woman, I want to date a woman that's respectful. I want to date a woman that's presentable. If a woman is wearing some hoish clothing, nah, put something else on. And she got to be able to trust and listen to her man. If she ain't trusting and listening to me for the streets, a real one, you wouldn't even have to tell her to do that because she'll already know. I need to clothe up. I need to cover up. I want to date a woman that I could bring around my family. And the family accepts her and like her. You bring the wrong one around your family, you already know. Big mama, grandmama, auntie and them, maybe grandpa too. Maybe great grandma and great grandma. Great grandma and grandpa. Take your ass in the kitchen and have a secret meeting about who the hell you bought or let walk up in their damn house looking like that. Drop her off where you met her. Now that's real family for you.
something like that. Walk on by. That song's very familiar. Walk on by. Who you like? Seen that song too. Seen more with Slick Rick. Doom, 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 play that song. Walk on by. Keep walking.
I was discussing with a man and I was like, yeah, men have no business being on social media. Like, it's okay if you delete yours. And he proceeded to say, but then you wouldn't be able to receive any story likes from me. And he stumped me. I don't know what I want anymore. I literally don't. I'm like, oh, true. And those keep me going. So I don't really know what to believe in.
Oh, man. The airheadedness. Such an airhead.
This guy got a text from his ex-girlfriend Grace saying, hey, can we talk? I really miss you. Took a screenshot straight away and sent it to his friend Teddy, who said, do not respond. I don't know what to say. Nothing. We went over this. If she texts you, you say nothing. I don't want to be rude. She broke your heart, that is more rude. I'm not saying I want to get back together, but I'm curious what she has to say. Have you lost your mind? She's an evil witch and will put you on...
If my ex was to text me like that, I wouldn't piss on you if you was on fire. Don't get me wrong. I've forgiven you. I moved on. But you have no reason contacting me. Most people will reap what they sow. They don't think shit ain't gonna come back on them. Oh, it will. It's just a matter of time before it catches you.
under her spell. His ex-girlfriend says, can I come over? Text Teddy saying she wants to come over. Stop. Remember your training, you know what to do. I know I shouldn't respond, but I kind of want to see her. Don't let me talk to her again, no matter what she says. That's what you said to me. Maybe I was being dramatic. You dated her for 5 years and then she dumped you a day before your wedding. Do you remember how that felt?
I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah, that kind of sucked, but that was over a month ago. Listen to me. You knew this day would come. Obviously, she regrets dumping you, but don't let her back into your life. Okay, you're right. His ex-girlfriend says, I'm just going to come over. She's just coming over. What? Okay, don't panic. We went over this too. We did? Yeah, if she wants to see you, you respectfully decline. Oh yeah, I don't know if I can do that. What if she gets mad? You can do it. This is the final step in your breakup training. What if she gets really mad? I believe in you. What if she wants me back? You are ready, young grasshopper. His ex-girlfriend says, you there? He replies to her saying, hey, are you home? Yeah. Oh great, I'm almost at yours, so excited to see you. Teddy says, trust your training. He replies to his ex saying, wait, I'm sorry, but I do not think it's smart for us to see each other at this time. Excuse me? I'm respectfully declining to see you. Are you serious? Yes, please do not text again. You are ready, young grasshopper. What? Good work. Teddy, this is you. You are correct. This was your final test. I changed Grace's number to my work number. Are you insane? Your breakup training is complete. Now you're ready to be single. Congratulations. What the heck? Yeah, he passed the test.
Wow. That's great.
Women lie. Don't believe them. Fellas, do not let that soft voice, her pretty smile, her good smell, the way that she walks, the way that she does what she does, her feminine energy, her feminine...
When a woman has done you wrong and she knows that she can use, bedroom tactics to try to get you back, and she knows she can do that, don't fall for that, man. It shouldn't even be a conversation, man. Oh, most will try because reality fucked them up in such a way that they feel that no other man is going to put up with them. No other man is going to deal with them, but you will. So therefore, they know what to do and they know how to do it to try to get back in your good graces. But men, you got to stand firm. You got to stay strong. Let your yes be yes and your no mean no. Especially when that individual has done you wrong. And karma has showed up at their front door and bust them square in their damn mouth. See, men, there's a thing that we have to continue to do called having locker room conversations. We gotta have those locker room conversations. We gotta have those water cooler conversations. We gotta have those end zone conversations. We gotta have those sideline conversations. We gotta have those table conversations. We have to continue to uplift each other. We have to continue to share stories. We have to continue to motivate each other. We have to continue to be the light for each other. We have to continue that. We all have weak moments. Oh, I miss her. Oh, I love her. I miss the things that we did together. Nah, my dude, my ninja. But the reality hit home, and you think about what she put you through. You think about what she did to you. And had not a care in the world.
In nature, do not let that. Don't you ever believe what comes out of a woman's mouth. Now, I'm not saying you need to approach all women like they're lying. I'm not saying that you need to call a liar, but take everything she says grain of salt. Don't believe what women say out their mouth. Watch what they do. They work.
If a person shows you who they are, believe them. Observe. Watch facial micros. Watch body language. Pay attention to key words in conversation. You let a person talk long enough, they'll tell you everything you need to know about they sneaky, conniving ass.
Words lie, but the actions never lie. Once you see it, don't try to trick your mind and think that it's something else. Believe what you see. Don't listen to nothing that you hear. Believe what you see. Believe her actions and watch how she carry herself. That will save you from so much pain and so much heartbreak. I promise you.
Yeah, man, you gotta be careful out there, cause especially when you're young, because that's when you can be swayed and led to any which way that she chooses, and they'll do that. They'll literally see who they can pick with and who they can get over on.
Fuck that, fuck that. Stop being a damn simp. Let's air that out. Stop being a damn simp. Grow some balls. Let your yes be yes. And stop that. You know how a person treated you, my dude, and you still go back? Was the sex that damn good? Will you lose your self-respect? Your peace? Integrity is everything. You can't be a damn fool. Once again, we adults, so we're going to talk about it. Kings have conversations. Oh, we don't want to step on nobody's toes. Oh, we want to be respectful. Oh, we want... Fuck that. Right is right, wrong is wrong. We need to address it. Because if you don't address it and then come with a solution, it's going to be the same thing over and over and over again. The only difference is it's getting worse, worse, and worse while you're going through the same thing over and over again. You get tired of that same damn song, dog food music playing in your tape deck. You want something different. Get your mind right. Use wisdom. Use common sense. Make sure that on your journey, you walk with your eyes wide open and never shut.
And some, not all, you have some out there that is search for suckers and search for guys to take advantage of. And you can tell, you see it all the time when you see interviews and you see, and it's happening more nowadays, even more than it used to. These young girls, they're betraying each other. That's the thing. I see it all the time. Oh, yeah, I slept with your boyfriend. And like,
I'm glad he brought that up because I just did one about women lusting after other women. Agenda. If you go on my channel, go to my live, and I talk about the agenda of women lusting after each other. And say, what's up with that? There's an agenda going on. I don't need no man. Broken women who can't keep a man keep other women single. And mess up and throw a monkey wrench in their opportunity. You see? Oh, you have a good body. A woman attracted to another woman, admiring her body, admiring how she moves. You don't think nothing ain't wrong with that shit? A whole lot is wrong with that. That's like me admiring another man. It's sick. It's disgusting. But there's an agenda going on. You got women that are single and can't keep a man, don't know what to do with one, but they want to keep other women single. Look at Cooking with Kaya. So much heat she caught. All she was doing was cooking and doing a little twerk dance. That was her niche. And look at how much heat she got. To the point where other women had her TikTok account canceled, but she got it back. But I will say this, the blessing behind all of that, she was blessed with her own cooking show. So you see where all that hatering done? And they reinstated her TikTok account. But it goes to show how far women will go when they see other women doing something good, doing something positive. Kaya's a threat to the modern feminist women. There is no sisterhood because y'all too busy turning on each other. She's a black woman. But y'all hating on that black woman. She has a natural shape. She loves to cook. She's presentable. Y'all don't do shit. Can't even boil a pot of water. You burn a boiled egg. Where did they do that at? Too lazy to cook. But you talking about you high value. You talking about you want a high value man. Get the fuck out of here.
And what did it do? Oh, I wasn't in my something, but I don't judge, right? Listen, I listen, but I don't judge. I saw a girl do that. I listen, but I don't judge. I slept with your man. I listen, but I don't judge. Oh, I slept with the guy you wanted. I listen, but I don't judge. Oh, the boyfriend you had 5 years ago, I was banging him for 2 months, like. And you're like, wow. And then they're lying to a man. If they're lying about their friends, or they're lying to their friends.
Listen, but don't judge. Fuck that. I'm gonna be a judging motherfucker. Why? I'm judging your character. I'm looking at your character. I'm looking at the way you carry yourself. I'm listening to what you say and how you say what you say. I'm judging all of that. And if a person has a problem with that, 9 times out of 10, they ass is guilty they damn self, because a real one wouldn't have a problem with that. I judge you by your character.
Behind their friends' back. Imagine what they're doing to you.
My grandparents are a major exception to the rule. I know men cheat. They have a very traditional relationship. He paid for everything. He never, ever would go out without her unless it was a business meeting.
Was your grandma a traditional woman, I hope it seems?
Yes.
Okay, do you think modern women today are traditional?
No.
So do they deserve traditional treatment from men?
No, but I think
Exactly.
that, yeah.
I would argue most women in the United States are not traditional at all.
Yeah,
If
I
you take
agree.
a 21-year-old chick and a 21-year-old dude, the chick has way more bodies.
I agree.
Yeah. Do modern day women in the United States deserve traditional treatment when most of them are fairly promiscuous?
No, but
There you go.
Bullshit. You know what he said is right. You just don't like the fact that he said it. Why are you hesitant to answer the question? See, a large number don't like it when you hold them accountable. And you put the truth in proper perspective. Most can't handle that. I hear you, but I still want to make my opinion and get my opinion out. Dumbass, your opinion don't hold no weight. Especially when I'm sitting back and I'm listening to your response. Like, what the ham fat?
I'm gonna personalize it, and I believe I hold traditional values. And
Are you a virgin?
No.
Okay.
But I hold traditional values. And
How the fuck you hold tradition? Okay. Let a person talk long enough, they cook their damn self. Let's go.
The cow. So you hold bodies too. Yeah. You hold the traditional values that benefit you. Don't you agree, Mr. Feather?
Word.
That's what they do. Hold traditional values that benefit them. Like, you're supposed to take care of me. Like, my grandfather took care of my grandmother.
Yeah, but see, grandma and grandpa, in their marriage, they both have an understanding that works for them. And that's what a large number of modern women don't get. When you sit back, have a conversation with grandma and grandpa, and you ask them, how was y'all married for so long? What did y'all do to keep your marriage strong? And they'll tell you, it wasn't always peaches and cream and candy corn and cotton candy and ice cream and sprinkles. There were some rough times. There were some storms. There were some storms. But they made it through. Because the love that they have for each other outweighs all of that shit. And that's what a large number of women don't get. Is what you know who you have when you're going through that storm. When your back's up against the wall and your relationship or your marriage is tested. And it will get tested. We see so many people run. I mean, they fucking run. They run faster than Usain Bolt. My ex-wife ran faster than Usain Bolt to go file for divorce. Life happened. She didn't know how to deal with it. She chose to run. Before she ran, she blame shifted everything on me. Before she ran, she put me out on the street. I was homeless and still had to go to work and still put money in the house. It wasn't until my sister said, she's taking your money but not taking you. Stop giving that bitch your money. And you know what? I stopped that. But once again, it's learning life lessons. And when you learn those life lessons, my brother, men, you move differently. I think there's a little bit more. Let's carry on. And then we'll have the spirit of the universe take us home.
Meanwhile, I racked up all these bodies after years. I can never ever be solely yours. So you might as well choose a life of solitude. This is why old men are doing it. Old men have figured it out. Think about it. Old men have been around for so many years, and they hit a certain point and say, I need to do this alone. Because when you're alone, nobody should be completely lonely, right? I say you get a true, yes, I mean true Christian wife, Bible believing, faith-based. I'm talking about to the letter, believing wife. You may be all right. Why?
I would say, I would say get you a woman that knows how to pray. Get you a woman that knows how to worship. Get you a woman that is available and willing to meet you where you stand. Meet you halfway. Because if you do that, you're going to do your part. So in retrospect, both of you will meet each other in the middle. Get you a woman that likes you for who you are and not for what you do. Not for what you will become. but she sees your worth. She pours into you. Get you a woman that it doesn't matter what y'all do on a date. It doesn't matter where y'all go. Long as she is with you, it's the safest place she would want to be. Get you a woman that's going to ride with you. Heaven forbid you get hurt on a job. She got your back. Get you a woman that you can take around the family, and the family accepts her, and the family has something good to say about her character. Get you a woman that loves to cook, that doesn't mind fixing you a plate. Get you a woman that doesn't mind leaving you text messages, letting you know she's thinking about you. Leaving those voice messages, especially if you've had a rough day. Get you a woman that's going to bring peace. That is an asset, not a liability. Get you a woman that everything on her is natural. Get you a woman that is willing to walk side by side with you on your purpose, on your journey. Get you a woman that has no problem with being vulnerable, being honest and open about who she is, and making it clear and honest about what it is that she needs from you, and vice versa. Because she understands. She's open. Boy, y'all not ready for that. Not ready for that.
Why? Because she understands the man is the leader of the household. A lady that understands I need to take heed to him because God said, I shall be. God said it. When Eve sinned, that you shall work for your man, like the work you do shall be for your man. And the man shall sweat from his brow for the rest of his life. But yes, he owns you. God said it. And you get a God-believing woman, a Bible-believing woman that believes that, no way you can go wrong.
I'm not the type of girl that be, I don't go out and you let a woman talk, you listening to them talking, okay? Yeah, I be going out with my friends. You going out, huh? You said you don't go out though, but you don't say that. You just say, oh, you going out, huh? Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with a woman going out, but I'm just saying. See, don't listen to a woman when they tell you about this dating advice. You know, I had a chick, man, who told me, you know, she was like, I was talking to this guy, and he stood next to this G-Wagon, and it wasn't even his. That's what got your ass, though. What got you was that G-Wagon. That's all it took for you to go. It wasn't just him enough. It was him standing next to that G-Wagon, and that took for you to go for him. Just like I like them big breasts and that big butt and that pretty face, I like that first before I want to get to know anything else. So I already know before you would even want to get to know me, I know you want to see what I got, and I know you want to be at least somewhat attracted to me, but you're not going to say that. But you want me to strip away the things that you find valuable and attractive in me, so I don't catch other hoes, and you can catch all the bros. See what I'm saying? It's all about leverage in this situation, fellas.
Yeah, see, things like that happen when you're dealing with the youngins. Whew. The youngins that are hot and ready, sometimes they're actually hot and ready. And they're actually hot and ready, burning. So be careful. Strap up with everything. Because listen to what he said. That shows you need to take extra precaution. If you're going to play right, play smart, and play safe.
Just wanted to say that I'm so sorry.
The fuck you crying for? What? What? What you cry for? Man a bumba clap, man a cry for.
So many people are getting attacked. The children. so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't
You want to do something? Stop fucking crying. Woman up.
know what to do. I'll try everything.
Get out there. And you're in California, I believe. I don't know where do you live at? California? Go out there and start harboring some illegal immigrants. Start harboring it. Turn into Harriet Tubman. Cause this crying, it's not doing anything. I'm just being realistic. I know she has a heart. Boo-hoo. But start helping. That's what you should do.
Eminem has called out Selena Gomez for crying in her latest Instagram video where she broke down over people being deported. Selena uploaded and quickly removed an emotional video on her Instagram story while speaking about the deportation of Mexican people. On the now deleted story post, she was seen crying while saying, "I just want to say that I'm so sorry. All my people are getting attacked. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything, I promise." Not long after, she deleted the video after receiving backlash online. She then replaced it with a post saying, "Apparently it's not okay to show empathy for people," which was also deleted. For more context, the president has promised the biggest deportation in U.S. history since coming into power. The administration has expanded arrest priorities to include anyone in the country illegally. Back to Selena. After reposts of the video were quickly spread across Instagram showing her in distress, fans were quick to spot that Eminem had commented under one of the Instagram reposts of her viral video. In Eminem's comment, he said, "I just think sometimes these messages can't feel genuine coming from a billionaire." This left fans divided on how they also felt about her using her status and wealth to help out. One fan said, "Selena Gomez doesn't know what she's talking about. She's an obscenely wealthy entertainer. Crying again? She's either a great actress or she's completely delusional. I don't understand what's going on in her head." Another fan said, "I love Selena, but the whole 'I'm sorry I can't do anything' bit rings hollow. She's a billionaire with connections. She could do plenty. Posting a tearful selfie, then backtracking, makes it feel like she's more focused on looking woke than actually helping." One more fan said, "I get why Selena would be sad, but I don't get why she thinks rules shouldn't be applied. It's sad, but we have to face reality here. She can help pay for them with her huge amount of money that she hoards."
Hell no, she ain't gonna do that. She would never do that. You wanna help? Pay, yeah, give some money away. It goes to show you how people are, how people roll, how people move. That's why we gotta understand, and we gotta open up our eyes. We gotta open up our eyes, man. Too many people walking around with blinders on. And then you got some people out there that don't know what the fuck they talking about. They hear something and they take it and run 8 miles with it instead of doing their damn research. If they did their damn research, then they will know what the hell is going on and why it's being done. The foolishness with the large number of individuals that don't want to sit back and listen.
For this video's comment question, how would Selena's wealth be shared best to help in this situation?
Man, she could harbor so many. I'm not telling her to do it, but it's a lot you can do.
With that being said, it's your boy. We're good. We're done. We're gone. Please subscribe, like the videos. Let's get the likes up. Share, comment. I appreciate everyone for tuning in tonight. Tomorrow, we'll take another jab at it. I'll be back on live tomorrow. 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, West Coast time. I'm looking forward to connecting with each and every one of y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the love. Thank you. I'm humble. And as we continue this journey together, this is 2025. Let's handle it. Let's go all the way with it. We don't turn our heads to go back. We keep our heads straight and move forward. Quitting isn't an option. The theme for 2025 is this: consistency. You have to be consistent, men, women. You have to be consistent in all that you do and say. Consistency is the key to unlock your dreams, the door to your dreams. Take that with you and go be great. Go be great. I love you. 1.